Well, first of all, nice to have another catch up with you, Lee. Just first of all, how are you feeling about how it's all going in the last 2 or 3 weeks for the club?
Yeah, it's going really well. In terms of, obviously, we brought the players into the building. We're getting plenty of planning done. It's not just all recruitment all the time. There's obviously planning for the season, but it's going well. Still making contact with people, obviously, to try and get more bodies into the squad. Obviously, the season ticket sales have gone really well for the football club, which we'd like to thank the fans for doing that after a really tough season. So it's really impressive that the fans are back in the football club in that manner. But no, a really positive 3-4 weeks, Graham.
Just stick with that then. I was going to bring season tickets into it a little bit later, but how does that make you feel when you know that it has been a tough time, you've got relegated, you didn't win many games, and you're on a reshaping sort of schedule now? How does it make you all feel though that you know that they're behind you? Yeah,
it makes you really proud. It makes you proud to be at this football club. I'm not sure many places after the season we've just had would surpass the season ticket sales of last year at this stage. I'm not sure many clubs would do that. So again, we just really thank you for backing the football club, the team. We want to put on some entertaining football for them and make them excited to come to the Morn Flakes on a Saturday, Tuesday.
Obviously, the big overall is the reshaping of the squad that you've had to take on, and you made quite a number of early signings. Was that something that you pinpointed that you wanted to do? Well,
we knew the areas that we wanted to improve in, and we knew the calibre of player that we were going for. We were really pleased to get them in as early as we have got them in, and the boys that we have got in, the willingness for them to come to this football club really helped push that along and accelerate it. Sometimes with that it can take a little bit longer, but credit to the players, they wanted to be here, they had interest from higher levels, and they really pushed through after walking around and meeting the staff. So it's credit to the players, credit to the recruitment team for identifying the players nice and early, and it just all, because both parties want it to happen, it happens quickly, and again, credit to everyone involved.
We'll talk about what fans are always talking about. Are there more signings imminent? Have you got more good news for them in a moment or two's time? But since we last spoke to Alex or yourself, you have added one in Courtney Baker-Richardson, who's come in, knows the leagues well, and is the latest one that's come through the door at the moment. Just tell us about what you see in him and why you went for that type of leader of the line.
Yeah, well, he fits the profile we were after in terms of playing that number 9 role. He can play in different positions off the sides as well, but he's known for being a number 9. Good work ethic, if anyone's seen him play, that comes across. Can score with both feet, and a real team player. We've had a chat about how we want him to play in terms of what he was doing at Newport. He's obviously linked up really well, and loads of goals with the centre-forward partnership they had. So we're hoping we can get them relationships going with other people on the pitch. But he's a really good player, a really good lad. Works hard. I think the fans will be excited to see him play. He's got a trick or two and a real action player.
The one thing I've noticed is there's a bit of a trend going here. They're around about 25, 26 years of age, the lads that you brought in. Is that something that you also targeted when you were looking at your recruitment?
Not really. I must say, we target good players, and their age is their age. So that's what we've done. We've targeted good players, regardless of their age. Excuse me. But no, they are good ages. And the other aspect of it is the players that we brought in have all been in successful teams and in and around playoffs, got promoted, etc. So they come with that type of experience as well as coming into their peak years.
And it's good for them that they're here early. I know we talked about how it feels for you to get them early, but they can start to generate that team spirit, that bonding, what makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does. The players being around each other, again, getting to know each other. The new bodies that are going to be in the building, want to integrate them with the existing players as early as possible. They've had a couple of holidays since they have signed, but no, get to the 22nd, get them in for pre-season, and looking forward to having all the group together.
Conor O'Riordan, just talk us about what's happened to him in this last week or so.
Yeah, and we've extended his contract, given him a new professional contract for the existing one he had, and just rewards for his progress he's made over the last 12 months. So really pleased for Conor. He's got plenty of development left in him, he knows that, but it's just rewards for how well he did in difficult circumstances last year.
The thing about him is only a stone's throw away from the football ground as well, and you know what it's like. You're a local boy as well who's played for this football club. Does that give it an extra buzz about it though for him and for you as well as at the club, that you've got a homegrown Crew boy in your setup?
Yeah, to have a player who's on the doorstep, make it all the way through, is brilliant, and I think it's good for all the younger players below. These players who are signed to see the pathway that this football club gives them. But it is exciting to see any of them really, but it is when you've got someone who's from Crewe, literally around the corner, playing for the football club. You know, it's nice to see. How
important is it though that you've got a grip of this, because it had been drifting away, hadn't it, with quite a few of the boys that you brought up from years when they were 6 to 16 didn't stay. But how important is it you've got a grip of that and you do see them in the first team progressing and hopefully being sold on? Yeah, well, I think the first and foremost, you'd be honest with the players. They know what the pathway is to this first team. Hopefully with the people who are taking the training, etc., they know they're going to be given an opportunity. And I think it's just getting that message back through to the players that this is the best place for them to be. I keep going on about it, play games, play games. You'll get what you deserve in the end, but when you're young, play games, learn your trade, and then if you do well, you'll get what deserved. If not, you're playing for Crewe, a fantastic football club, having a great career, it's a win-win.